First approach is to get healthy. So if you're having a problem, aphrodisiacs are something that are a stimulant. They're like coffee for the genitals, basically. And they're something to slap you and get you going, wake you up sexually, as opposed to like coffee does just in general, the adrenal glands and the whole nervous system. So they're just like a specific form of coffee for a specific part of the body, if you want to think of it metaphorically that way. So they're something to wake you up and get you going. What if you're not fit? What if your heart is weak? What if it can't handle the stress of sex? Will you take herbal aphrodisiacs? I hope not. First of all, chances are, because herbs work with your body, they don't override it unless you really do something very unnatural with them, like inject them intravenously or take 100 times the recommended dose or something. Probably, in all likelihood, they will not work if you're not fit enough and your body is still saying, no, we are not ready for this, because herbs won't force it. But if they do, you'll have the same problem as with the drugs. You're not ready for that kind of activity. You're going to try to run 10 miles when you're used to being a couch potato, and problems are going to happen, and they're going to start happening really quickly. So don't try to use the aphrodisiacs before you get healthy. That's the most important thing, getting healthy first. And getting strong. Get on an exercise program. I don't care if you're bed-bound, wheelchair-bound. You can do arm exercises. You can get videotapes of yoga from the library that are specifically for the paralyzed, or for seniors, or for wheelchairs, or for quadriplegics, or you name it. There are very few people who cannot exercise at all. The thing to keep in mind to stay safe is start with what you're used to and work up gradually and slowly. Like I say, don't start from nothing and then try to go and run 10 miles. That's obvious, but don't try to sprint around the block either until you've at least walked around the block a few times. Common sense. Just work up gradually and slowly as you get used to it, but just move your body. A lot of people don't realize exercise does not necessarily mean going to the gym for 3 hours or taking a kickboxing class. It can if you're fit enough to do that now, and if you're not now, you could easily be in 6 months or a year, by the way. You could definitely work up to that, and it goes faster than you would think, but as long as you move gradually and let your body get used to it. But exercise can also be dancing, and it doesn't have to be break dancing or swing dancing. It can be ballroom dancing. It could be just kind of swinging your hips to some music in your living room. Yoga and qigong and tai chi are very easy for people who are out of shape, and they can also be challenging for people who are already in shape. I do them on a fairly regular basis, and I love them, and they're very relaxing, and they're wonderful in a lot of ways, and they won't put a lot of stress on your heart either. So they're good for people to start out with, as well as people who are already very fit and used to exercising. So check those out, and just get moving. Just walk around the block with your loved ones in the evening. It doesn't have to be something huge, but just move your body. That's all it is. And also, we want to restore circulation. So we know about the cayenne pepper and the garlic and distilled water. Having distilled water as your drinking water, which clears out your arteries and the rest of your body from calcifications and other things that block and cause blockages. Then there's, of course, the apple cider vinegar, and we've talked about all those before. I myself am a vegan, and I love this program. Some people find that that's not the program for them. That's okay. It works fantastically for me, and I think it's awesome for sex because it clears out your arteries. Dr. Ornish proved that, Dr. Dean Ornish at the University of California, and if you're curious about his work, his research, you can pick up the book Dr. Dean Ornish's Program for a